welcome and welcome back to yet another live stream. Is this live stream going to be the final one?
Grab his dick and twist it!
Okay, now save your energy, gentlemen, for we have a huge live stream ahead of us. Many horror games too, but an important conversation at hand. First and foremost, before we begin, I greet in the chat, Spiros, I greet in the chat, Bobby, Martino, Aldo. Okay, can I speak my shit?
You got too much dip on your chip.
I may have, Martino, I may have. Welcome everybody. How is your day from a scale of 1 to 10? Let me hear it in the chat. I do not even know what day is it. Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. I was about to ask you how was your weekend. I'm not here. Yeah. How was your day, ladies and gentlemen? It was good. I don't know numbers. Okay. It is Wednesday. W Eugene, bro. W Eugene, bro. What's up? What's up, Val? See Val in the chat. All right. The entire gang pulled up. I see. I love that. If you leave us, it's 1 out of 10. I appreciate that, Jim. Appreciate that. Tony, how was your day from here on the 10? My day was 9 out of 10. Nice day. W Aldo, I think I saw that you skipped the practice today because of your ankle. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you don't leave us, 8 out of 10. WG, bro. What do you mean the last? Chat, listen, bro. As I stated yesterday on the Discord message, before I state anything else, I always like to keep things transparent as much as I can. And one thing that I always follow and I always do is being honest. All right? Whether it is a relationship with a content creator and his online family called the Bad Boys Empire, or whether it is personal, I always choose honesty. Honesty has always costed me everything, from relationships to all of that. But I always choose honesty because knowing the truth is better than having some vague ass bullshit lie lurking in the dark. You know what I mean? You're scaring me, bro. I mean, it's not April Fool's today. Don't say you quit. No, it's May. It's May. It's May. Chad, listen. I have been dealing with a lot of stuff outside of streaming. I have been dealing with mental stuff for the most, all right? As I stated in the previous live stream, I have been experiencing some days where I wake up and I'm extremely dizzy. I do not know what day is it. I don't feel like eating much. My off-stream, hobbies interest me no more, and it's a dark path. It is a form of depression. It is a form that has evolved to depression and evolved even further. I have been struggling a lot with go to an amusement park, promise you will help your health. Yeah. I have been alone in my life for many years now. All right? I'm talking no friends, no relation with family members. I have lost interest in going out as much because, hey, some people go out, eat by themselves and all that. I've tried to go out multiple times and I've enjoyed it to some extent, going out for a cup of coffee by myself and all that. If you've been here long enough, you know that I have spoken about this. But chat, loneliness is a burden, a curse that comes with healing. And some of you may not understand what I'm saying right now, or what I'm about to say, which is basically the fact that with the healing process, with removing toxic people from my life, with removing people from my life who were basically using me. And I'm not stating that I am like a victim of any kind right now. Okay, like take that off your minds. Take that off the table for this conversation. I've taken out people from my life who were always putting obstacles in front of me. I never knew and never known till this very day a support from close people of mine or people in a family like family members and all that. I have been having the great gift to have y'all supporting me, which is honestly something that I've dreamed for the longest. All right? Get a cat or dog. Trust my dog cures 99% of my depression. Well, actually, I thought about adopting a cat, naming Lucifer and all that because of you know, the Order 13 and all that we did. But unfortunately, the household that I live at right now, I cannot do that. All right? There are some people that I'm living with who are extremely narcissistic pricks. And they hate animals. All right? I've tried that in the past, and it's not safe for a cat or dog to live here because certain people in this household truly despise animals to the point where they can harm them fatally. All right? Move. I wish I could do that, Martino. You have roommates? I guess you could say that. I guess you could say that. No, they're family-related people. Scaring the fuck out of me. Hey, stay with me now. Bro, like, what noise will a cat do? They're fucking stupid. I mean, if there are people who hate animals, just by their presence alone, they will find the chat in the household that I'm living at. I grew up in this household, all right? And I'ma just say one little thing, and we're not gonna expand over it because that is not the point. The people that I'm living it are somewhat, you could say, caretakers of mine on my early stages of life, on my youth, right? I have been punished severely many times, and I'm not only talking about extreme amounts of abuse, which unfortunately I cannot talk here, not only because I don't want to like put my life out there like that, but because I'm gonna get banned from Twitch. I have been restricted, forbade from humane resources like food or water as a punishment, as a treatment of punishment. Multiple times. I'm not saying that this is happening right now. All I'm saying is that it happened in the past, and because I've seen the cruelty, I do not wish to bring an animal in such a household. Yo, this sounds like a horror movie. Yeah, my life has been a horror movie for the longest. Is it from your parents? I guess you could say that. I guess we have different perceptions, really. So let's put these titles caretakers and leave it at that. Healer 2.0? Nah. They could be a lot worse. I promise you that. That being said, back to what I was saying. I have been alone for the longest, and it has affected my mental health for the longest. I have been struggling with this for like the past 2 years. To be more precise, for the past 1 year and a half. I want to say around 18 months is, yeah. Everything is going by my hands, all right? And survivability has been the one critical mission on my day-to-day basis, all right? Because when she hit the fan, I have no one to talk to. When I feel demotivated, even though I do not count in motivation to do what I do because I'm here for 10 years, motivation has nothing on that. And I have nothing to talk, no one to talk to, or like take a day out, or like, you know, do some human stuff, or like go to the movies, or like go for like or go to a fancy restaurant, or like enjoy a cup of coffee with another soul that I know that I can trust without being backstabbed or be turned over or reverse the table, pinpoint everything that I'm going through on me. When is the next boys' night? What do you mean by that? Martino might be watching other streams right now. So my mentality has been affected by that. All right. I declare right now, as I have declared by myself, that I cannot think clearly. All right. Off stream, I like to call it corruption sometimes. Corruptions for the cold soul, the cold heart, because I have forgotten what warmth is like. And that has led me to some suicidal thoughts that I've been battling left and right. And y'all wouldn't know about that because I am pretty good at hiding my own shit. Because since I was wearing diapers, I have been struggling with situations in like the household that I was living in. And I was told to always take care of me and look after me without making any problem. And why I'm saying that is because I have mastered the ways of hiding true emotions. I might be crying 5 minutes before the stream, and I open the stream and y'all cannot say that I've cried or like I wanted to kill myself 5 minutes before the stream. All right. So I'm sorry that I'm not reading the chat all that much. It's just that I do not want to lose train of thought here. And I will be answering your question shortly. So it has been affecting my mind severely. I have been not in a clear state of mind for the entire year, speaking of 2025, and for the longest part of 2024. On top of all that, there have been loads of work that needs to be done with the streams, outside of the streams, with content being produced, everything going by my hands, shorts, moderations, edits, thumbnails, titles, when to upload what, managing the entire operation by myself, all right? Which also has put in tons of stress because to some certain extent, as we speak right now, I've been bestowed with this, I guess you could say, thought, more like a scale, if you will, where I am called to weigh, honestly, how much I have lost in my life in the process of 10 years, 12 years actually, with content creation, but who's counting, and how much I have gained. And I do not mean by any means necessary to come out here and be disrespectful. All that I state is that I have lost way more than the things that I have gained. And the things that I have gained have not been to the certain extent that I desired. Maybe not even to the fullest, but not even to the shortest. I have been giving in my all, not just my absolute best, and I want you to take a minute and let that sink in to try and fathom with the human brain what that actually means. I haven't just been trying my best, I have been trying my all. Not only to survive the suicidal thoughts, not only to survive certain toxic situations, but being met with a mentality that has been in shambles, being alone, having no one to talk with about all that, and nobody that I can trust. And on top of all that, being met with the struggle to make meets end, and also achieving a dream that has been haunting me for 12 years. It's a lot. Suicide, bro, please don't go that way, man. It will be the worst thing that you would do, trust me. I came so close to attempt in my life. Now that I look over it, I jumped from the bridge. And my bro didn't call me, not do something stupid, I wouldn't be here with y'all. Yeah, that's actually true, Aldo. And surviving something like that is, I feel like it's the hardest battle you will ever give. Because valuing one's life is measured by many things. And needless to say, we're here for you. Appreciate you, Jim. Needless to say that I have attempted suicide when I was 6 years old and when I was 14 years old. And I haven't attempted anything since then. But for these 1.5 years that we're talking right now, 2025 and 2024, I have been struggling severely with the thought of that. 6, did you say 6? Yeah. She started early in my life. I got the premium. Don't trust me. If you have money, just try to move somewhere or find people that can help you get out of your situation. Val, that is the goal, or that was the goal. Unfortunately, I'm not in the financial situation where I can move out. Trust me, if I was, that would be the first move that I would do. All right. But that being said, wait, what did you say? Aldo said, and not that day I didn't talk. My parents didn't do well at school, and I had only one friend. My grades at school, 5 to 6 out of 10. I see you, Aldo. Bobby said, I will donate. I will buy you a house. I will set up a Tinder and find you a 10 out of 10 Latina. Lord have mercy. Martino, hey, I'm not looking to go into another hell, bro. You know what they say about Latinas respectively, bro. All right? Respectfully, like, the girls are crazy, okay? I don't think I can handle this much craziness. I got enough in my head. But yeah, Chad. It reaches to the point where I do not know what to do. You know, all this is weighing the fuck down on me. I'm not even going to lie right now. There have been more days that I would like to admit where I secretly hoped and prayed for a swift death, where I will not wake up from my rest, from my sleep. Just so I can go out knowing that I tried and never worked out the way I wanted it to, and that's that. I don't know what kind of people you're around right now, but I think going to the police or some sort of service that helps people of abuse, that would be a healthy thing to do. Well, I'm not being abused right now. That has stopped. Like, I control everything right now. My own narcissistic abusers take caretakers and all that are now, in a sense, afraid of me, if you must. Not because I have used any sense of force or anything like that, but because of like took my power back. And let's leave it at that. So you seen the news on like February about the 3-year-old. Jim, I remember that we talked about this on Discord that one day. But yeah, I have reached the point where I do not know what to do. Content creation has not worked the way I wanted it to. And again, I'm extremely grateful for having all of you right here. You taking time from your own life to see the streams. And I'm sure that to a certain extent, I'm providing something to y'all, even if that's a single a day. All right, I'm sure that I provide at least that. And I do not know what to do. For the life of me, I do not want to quit content creation. But I have reached the point where I have given my all. I'm juiced out. And I don't know what else to do. And on top of that, I'm struggling, as I said, with all this stuff that I've said and so much more. That, yes, to a certain extent, I'm battling away the suicidal thoughts. But if I feel like if I keep testing my luck here, I do not know how long I will be there. I'll be here, actually. Later, if there was more people like us in the chat, if everyone had the opportunity to discover Tony's channel, you'll be the biggest streamer in the world. You really have the thing it takes. I know, bro. I know, Val. And again, I appreciate it. Every Tuesday, I'm waiting until Wednesday to see your stream. W Martino, bro. I just found this in my Bible. Suicide is no worse in God's eyes than any other sin, which also means it isn't beyond God's forgiveness and mercy. In fact, no such sin is unforgivable through Jesus. I know. I happen to have the privilege that I have had the privilege to read the Bible. Not the entire thing, but I have. So I have reached this point where I know I do not know what the fuck I'm doing. I wake up and I'm like, all right, let's go live stream. Or I might wake up and I'm like, all right, give me a gun right now. I'm ready to opt out this bitch as we speak. So like the plan right now was to buy the new Doom that came out, Dark Ages, which is a fantastic, phenomenal game. And live stream it the whole way through. It is a 22-hour game, and we'll do it in parts and all that. But chat, I do not have the strength to do that. I do not have the strength. And I feel like even the slightest fuck up. Appreciate you. Even the slightest fuck up could quite literally cost me my life right now. You need to stop making jokes about suicide right now, guys. Yeah, suicide is not it's not a joke, chat. Not only because I have suffered from suicide, but because suicide is something that is happening in vastly increasing numbers every day. So yeah. Like I will state one more example, a little insight. Sometimes you see throughout the live stream that I say, oh, my throat is hurting, for example. It is because I'm not even kidding right now when I'm saying this. I only talk when I'm live streaming. I only talk when I live stream. Have nobody else to talk to. I have no need to talk or think out loud. Sometimes I do think out loud to see if the thing's still working. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Martino. But yeah, I have been alone for the longest, and I'm at a point where, like, financially, I'm not where I want to be. I will admit, though, that I'm doing great enough to maintain the business, the content creation, and all that. But I'm not where I want to be. And that weighs on me. And as much as I want to delusionalize myself with things like keep going, this might be the month, this might be the stream, this might be the year, I don't have the strength anymore to keep delusionalizing myself, because let's face it, I have a history of 10 years, 12 years of content on my name. Great content, amazing content, great experiences. But let's face something real. In these 12 years, I have given everything that I have, and I have collected little in return, which I'm grateful for, but not to the extent that I wish. And I'm not just talking about money. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would suggest to stop buying games and maybe stop lives for a week or more. If you see this has helped you keep it up, and stop content creating for real. If not, then come back to us, which will give you maybe even the slightest happiness or fun. See, first of all, Spirits is actually like spitting facts right now. The thing that fucks me up the most right now is I want you to picture this, right? I want you to picture this. I want you to picture that I'm standing on the top of a rock between two seas, all right? Two oceans. And these oceans are coming crashing with their waves both towards me and the rock that I'm standing. In one hand, I can't keep doing all of this without something in return. You know what I mean? I'm not being ungrateful. And all the things that weigh me down and all that and all the like the tiredness and all these things that like brewing inside of me like a constant cacophony of madness. And in the other hand, it's like streaming. I love streaming. I have great time streaming, laughing my ass off, doing horror games, being goofy with the chat, playing with the chat. And these two waves crashing me constantly, every single day, all day. When I grow up, I want you to DM me and then tell me where you live. I will move out from where I live and come to you. Bobby, should I be afraid? Is that a threat, Bobby? Whoa. Whoa. Give a second, chat. Whoa, Bobby. Bro, for real, if I go pro in football, I will buy you a house on God. I don't appreciate you, bro. Save your money, though, bro. Hey. Guys, he doesn't need a house to be happy. He needs a guy to talk about trust and knows that the guy will help him. I like, to put it simply or in a childish way, chat, I miss having real relationships. I'm not just talking romantic or relationships or anything like that. I'm talking about like having a relationship, like having a friendship, having someone that I can trust. You know what I mean? If Aldo become a good football player, correction, Aldo is a good football player. One of the best, actually. I promise y'all, I will buy a villa so we can all live in the same house. Bad Boys Empire, bro. Every motherfucker finna be a content creator, bro. A giant flag finna be winning around saying Bad Boys Empire. This dude said, when I go pro and buy you a house, and if you want, I will buy you a roommate. Chad, I don't think this is how it works, though. I'm not sure. Read my message. Tony needs some IRL people to talk to. Bro, please find someone. I don't think talking to a camera is enough to stop you from actual depression, loneliness. Oh, it's not actually. It's not actually stopping me. But I cannot find anyone. Like, Chad, I tried, bro. I tried. And for the biggest part, the two times that I thought that I found like a good friendship of a kind, it ended in less than a week, less than 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Jim said, where Greeks come to me. I would have to fly to Crete to come to your head, bro. Fuck yeah, BBE crib. Martino finna fly from Germany, bro. Chad. Yeah, bro. Wait, where the fuck are you then? Athens? I just doxed myself on Martino. It's over, bro. Martino finna search every crib in Athens right now to find me. Even though he already know where I live, Chad. Martino know where I live, and ironically, you can see it on Discord. He uploaded that a couple weeks ago. Martino said W reveal. When I grow up, don't worry, we will all go to Japan. W, Bobby, bro. That is the shit that I actually want to hear. You know what I mean? That is the shit that I want to hear, bro. I want to go and disappear in Japan, bro. And that is an actual thing, Chad. I have happened to stumble across like a TikTok the other day that said that it is popular for foreign people to go to Japan, new identity and disappear. Like it's a kind of business in Japan. And I'm like, what the fuck? Jim said, bro, I live in Athens. WG. Well, you live in Athens? How? Bro, I thought you live in Crete, bro. Martino, let me be for real. Here's the IP. Yeah, bro. That is Aldo's IP too, by the way, because I'm living in Aldo's closet. We already know. Hello, Protonyon. What's up, Marius? Welcome. But yeah, Chad, I have been... Like, I'm at the state right now, as I said, where these two waves are coming crashing towards me all the time. Like, the feeling of being weighed down, that I'm not living a human life, Chad. I have been living a life of producing content, and that's that. Like, I'm sick and tired of, like going on a workout, and then content, and then workout, and then content, and then workout. And watching couples outside, laughing their asses off and all that. And I'm like, yo, if I could burn you down right now, I would. You know what I mean? More like going outside and seeing like friends. Like, I feel like I'm being like single playing a game where it's like multiplayer. Some ain't right. Get a hobby or something and find people that like the same shit as you. Yeah. I'll get you free tickets to Champions League tickets for you. I'm a ref. I mean, Martino, do speaking right now. I'm about to tag in every single social media your Twitch, bro. Listen. I don't know anymore, Chad. I don't know. Every day, I feel like I'm sleeping further away. If I were to be a cutscene, I would for sure be the cutscene where like Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora is falling down. You know, in the vast ocean, and the light closes, erupts from the darkness. You know what I mean? That would be my cutscene right now. I'm about to say to Queso, follow Protonyon on Twitter. Queso is not even gonna bother. Cause he's a great guy, huge sport. I'm not gonna lie, but he ain't gonna give a shit, bro. Even if you feel like you can't just go outside and start making friends with everyone, you might be able to just find a group to be in, or get Bobby number and be with her. But I wish it would be that easy. I wish it would be that easy. As you progress through adulthood, Chad, and I know that many of you are not in the adulthood yet. Yeah. Wait till you get there. It's not that easy. And again, I have tried. I have put myself out there. I have tried. It's not easy. Have to go to the doctor. I wish the best of everything, and bye. I'll be back in like an hour. But if I see you quit, I will be like Napoleon. There's nothing we can do. No, you need to be like Napoleon. In that one great quote that he said, do not wash, I'll be back in 3 days. You didn't answer my question though, Tony. Wait, what was the question? Jim, I did not see it, my bad. Is it though? I mean, you think that I would be here right now making excuses, or you take me for a guy that is not taking action? So don't suicide, because when we grow up and be adults, we will go to Japan. I buy them tickets. Bobby, I'm not sure even if I'm gonna be here by that time. Central Athens outside. Outside. Bro, how did I have this feeling that you were living in Crete though? Where, Jim, you do not expect me to actually answer that right now, do you? Bruh. Bruh. I'm having suicidal thoughts. I'm not about to have a sniper next door right now pinning down on me. W Tony casually saying his IP. Yeah, bro. Jim said I'm not a creep. Jim, that's what every creep says. I'm playing. Chat, that's not the point right now. You better see a guy in the closet with you. Yeah, low-key. I'm here. You're not alone anymore. Type shit. So I can help. Your presence alone here is highly valued and appreciated. And you help me as much just by being here. I'm just gonna let you know. I wish I lived in Athens because I would want to meet you IRL. The fact that I've read Rocket League 3 times before saying IRL is actually insane. W everyone in the chat, exactly, bro. W everyone, bro. But yeah, chat, I do not know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Because I want to quit. My ego is like, don't you fucking dare to quit. The pain of keep on going is unbearable. Suicidal thoughts and all that. The wavering feeling of having so much fun streaming is here too. Insomnia kicks in, which does not help me at all. And stress. I'm being jumped right now, bro. Basically, bro. But yeah, chat. That's just about sums it up. And honestly, about what Spiro said earlier is that exact thing what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take a break. I do not know if I'm gonna come back to content creation. I'm gonna take a break after this stream. You might see me on Saturday playing Doom. You might never see me again. You might see me on May 28th playing rematch with the chat. Like, as I said, I'm in a state right now where I can make a valid choice and keep going with it. You know what I mean? Even if I don't know you up close, but I know you online, and you are one of the least thing that makes me... Bobby, what? Even if 8 days and 3 hours is insane. This dude must be leaving the reruns playing while he's sleeping, farming hours. There is no other explanation. This dude Aldo, bro, 8 days and 3 hours is disgustingly crazy. Chat, help me understand what Bobby just said, because was that disrespectful? Even if I don't know you up close, but I know you online, and you are one of the least things that makes me happy. Thank you, Bobby. That helps me a lot. Bobby, that helps me a lot. Appreciate you. She probably meant most, or at least. Bobby, can you rephrase what you said, please? We want you to take a break. We want you to take a break of you. Well, I want to take a break of me too, Bobby. I'm not gonna lie. take a break, I will shout yeah, but if I don't see you, then I got Xbox just because play rematch with y'all. I might be back on 28th of May, even if it is for one stream just to play rematch, because I promise you, and I'm hyped honestly too. Whatever your decision may be, I'm supporting no matter what. Even if we never see you again, we are always in Bad Boys Empire. That is one of the best comments of the day. And that is exactly what I wish for y'all to keep in mind. Whether I'm here or not, Bad Boys Empire is an idea. Bad Boys Empire is the state, is the empire that represents us. And the empire that is represented by us. And take that, you know, when you have hard days, say I'm a knight of the Bad Boys Empire, I'm a warrior, and I'm gonna keep on going, bro. For the emperor, for the empire, for my god, or whatever else you wanna say. I like seeing you smile, no creepy. W Martina too, bro. In my heart, I always be in the Bad Boys Empire, and I love this community. Exactly, Chad. And I have the privilege to be not only a part of this community, but also Beats Emperor. And I'm honestly honored to be a part of all that. Tony, don't quit. We still haven't played a game together. Bro, that's actually so true. That's actually so true. Aldo say I'm a lieutenant. Exactly, bro. Exactly. BB is a lifestyle. Exactly. Ooh, that goes hard, low-key. That goes hard, bro. BB is not an empire, it's life. Low-key, bro. Low-key. But yeah, Chad. I have this interesting thought, question, whatever you want to state it with. As if I had a friend, if I had life outside of like content creation, like working out and all that, would I be better mentally? Probably. If Tony quits, we might not see y'all never again. We are bound by ethics and honor and Discord. I'll drive Bad Boys Empire member on my name until I die. W Martino, bro. A true royal member. Even though we had a bumpy ride with Martino, bro, she's still a valuable knight of the Bad Boys Empire. You know what I mean? But yeah, Chad, that sums it up. That around sums it up. We could be here and talking about it for hours. I still haven't like I've opened up 1%. I just want to let y'all know. Bobby said I would write a Bad Boys Empire soldier in my grave. W Bobby, bro. Open up to 10%. Nah, I feel like you already know enough. You already know the core. We just did talk for an hour. Yeah, did somebody else like actually realize that? Man, how quick time flies if you have somebody to talk to and like open up. It sure is not as fast when I'm talking to these four walls. Yeah, but it's good for Tony to get shit off his chest. Yeah, low-key. Low-key. We better be here till tomorrow. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, Chad. As a matter of fact, should I rerun A Dead of Night with Jimmy, bro? Should I do a rerun, bro? 8 hours? I checked the time, but I didn't notice it. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Chad, listen. Val said yes. You off your rocker, buddy. I miss Jimmy. Well, go find him there. Go find him there. But I'm gonna promise you one thing. Jimmy ain't alone. Jimmy ain't alone. There's a guy hanging out with him called Hugo. This motherfucker nasty. I'm talking swinging first thing on side. Show me the muscles. Show the muscles to the supporters. Chad, I skipped the workout yesterday because I wasn't feeling good. I just went for a walk. I just want to say that. Oh my God. Oh my God. How do I buy you a house to Japan, a permanent house? Oh, Bobby, I've searched about that, and since you asked, peep this, yeah, I do not know if I will ever be able to move to Japan. In order, stay with me now. In order to move to Japan, you gotta have an address. In order to have an address, you gotta have a bank. In order to have a bank, you need to have a phone number. Your phone linking. Bear with me. In order to have a phone number, you need to have an address. But in order to have an address, you need to have a bank. In order to have a bank account, you need to have a phone number. But in order to have a phone number, you need to have a fucking address. How the fuck am I supposed to start? How can I get a bank account if I need a number? How can I get a number if I need an address? How can I get an address if I need a bank account? Make it make sense. It's easier to learn sidestepping and means of Ryuki Tenkai, Bankai, rather than being a foreign stater in Japan. Yo, bro, my bank is closing down. But AT, that shit crazy. It's easier to get SSL in Rocket League. Absolutely, bro. Hey, absolutely, bro. And that is coming from somebody who is SSL by Spiros, bro. And he also lives in Japan, yeah? He said, oh, you want me to have a bank account in order to have an address, in order to have a number? Well, I have the loophole in this cycle, which is SSL in Rocket League. Arigato gozaimasu. That's like that, yeah. Shamba, yeah, close. So what do you not have out of those? Let's see. A bank account, a house, and a phone number. You know what I mean? Chat, that being said, today, because I want to have something to look forward to on the stream, we have 3 horror games. But I want to do something a little bit special. Because one of my biggest goals, and I know that might sound a little bit weird, one of my biggest goals was to play with many people in the chat, play Subnautica. All right, and do the full run and all that, and multiple streams and all that. Because I'm a guy that has a crazy thalassophobia. I have explained that multiple times without one story from Ark Survivor involved. If you were not here, you missed it. I might explain it throughout the game too. I have a deep fear of thalassophobia, all right? And today we're gonna play the first horror game, which is specifically around that.